finale! It's the finale. It's the one you've been waiting for.
Yes.
It's the 3rd episode of the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare Infoguides.
And it comes out tomorrow.
What?
The game.
Yeah.
Yes.
We've left it to the last minute this time.
Wow.
Right, let's get straight into it, because this is
Leading
the
up
big
to
one.
it.
This one took 45 minutes or so last
So
year.
in case you watch us or the live event thing that they'll probably do.
Yeah, watch
somewhere
us. We're more important.
Yeah. Actually, wait, no.
Right.
Or if you ordered that 0 hour thing, you'll be playing it right now.
No, that's tomorrow.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, so technically it doesn't come out tomorrow.
The pre-order one does. So in a way it does. Right, let's just get into it, because this takes forever. Right, primary weapons, assault rifles.
Okay. We're in assault rifle.
Let me just explain. This all carries on from the Pick 13 I explained last episode.
Yeah.
Right. So, the assault rifles. The
Yes.
first one, BAL-27. So BAL-27.
Is it a real
I
gun?
don't know if they're real or not. I couldn't be asked to check. Right. It's fully auto with the highest fire rate in the class, and apparently it fires faster over time. So the longer
this
you
mitigated bullet system that they had.
so the longer you hold down the button, the more the faster it fires. Do you remember Call of Duty Black Ops 2?
I do
remember the
Call of
hammer?
Duty Black Ops. Yes.
And it slowed itself down over time.
Yes.
Well,
It
this
does
one
the opposite.
does the opposite. Right.
I see.
HBRA3, this is the next one, is also fully auto and has a faster fire rate on the
Looks like a
first
fairly
3
standard
rounds
gun.
of the burst, and it has the best handling in class. Do you remember Call of Duty Black Ops 2?
I do remember Call of
Do
Duty
you
Black
remember
Ops
the
2.
AK?
Wasn't the AN-94?
AN-94.
I hated that gun.
Do you remember it had faster fire for the first 2 bullets?
Yes.
This one has the faster fire for the first 3 bullets, so it's better.
Is it
apparently.
a burst or is it? No, it's fully auto.
No, it's fully
Can
auto,
you
but-
make all of these? They have select fire on them.
We'll get to that in attachments.
Okay. Okay.
Right, next is the IMR. This
That
is
looks sexy.
a 4-round burst fire gun with the highest damage in class, as burst fires usually do.
I didn't get to say the bale looked quite cool as well.
Go on, get
Yeah.
your description out, because I don't have all the pictures.
Nothing, I'm just saying the BAL looked quite cool.
Okay. And it uses 3D printing, apparently, to create ammo for its reserve.
Ooh, that's
I don't know what that means.
That's what people are getting a bit skittish about 3D printing.
So it sounds
Make
like
guns.
this gun might replenish ammo over time, if it's in the description like that. It sounds like it might print its own ammo throughout the game.
It has its own mobile 3D printer.
That's what it sounds like.
That sounds.
But whether that's true or not, we'll find out later.
You see the size of 3D printer?
Yeah, at the moment, but this is the future, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
Everything's apparently
It's only
fantastic in the
slightly
future.
in the future.
I know, that's the best thing about it. Exoskeletons are everywhere, that's why. AK-12, I don't have a picture of
Is
that.
it because it came out in 2012?
I don't know.
Well, considering the AK-47 was made in 1947,
Yeah, but I don't know.
the AK-74 was in 1947.
We'll assume yes then, okay?
So, okay,
And I
where
have-
is it? Is it a real gun?
I have- yes,
no,
it is.
It's not.
It is
There's
now.
no AK-12.
It is now.
Moron.
And it is
A Kalashnikov.
got no description, so
okay.
I can't tell you
It's
anything
got no
about it.
picture on
The
it.
ARX-160, do you remember Call of Duty Ghosts?
I do, actually.
Do you remember the ARX?
I think that's the gun that I used.
That was the gun I liked a lot. It was a white gun.
It's a bullpup.
No, you didn't use that, no.
No?
It was the white gun. It was like the Remington. No, it was like the ACR in Modern Warfare 2. No, you don't know. But yeah, I like that gun, so hopefully it's as good as it is in this one.
Mhm.
It's the one that had the attached laser sight, if that helps. In Ghost. No? Okay. The MK14, which is semi-auto. You like the MK14.
Do I?
Yeah, it's the one that's always there, and it's... I think it was in most games.
Wait, it was in Ghost, you say?
I think it was in Black Ops.
No, in the M14. The M14.
Oh,
was in
so maybe the
Black Ops.
MK14 is slightly different, but the same idea. Okay?
Yeah.
And then there's the Abra 3, or ABRA 3.
Abra! I think that's how it should be said.
And I've got no description. Abra 3! Right, next, submachine guns.
Oh, we're moving off.
Hmm?
We're moving on.
We are. So this is the MP5 wannabe. The KF5.
So it's looking rather like an MP5.
It wishes it was.
Why have
It's
you got
fully
tape on it
auto.
in that magazine? What's up with that?
They do a lot in these games. No
Really?
idea why.
Just tape
Fully
on
auto
things.
with the best range in class. The first 5 rounds of the magazine deal increased damage.
Why do they keep doing this with gun sounds? Oh, the first couple of shots are better than the rest of them if you keep putting.
Because the problem is, they're making the sounds all the same. They're making the guns all very similar. So the only way they can change it is by actually changing the workings of the gun. It's a shame, but it's something different.
Laziness. See, if they were back to the past, right?
Everything
they-
would be the same,
everything
yeah.
would- No, it wouldn't. They talk.
No, there's
their
originality in the
noises.
past, yeah. ASM-1. Fully auto with the highest damage in class.
Looks like an-
Accuracy
a bit like an
increases
MP40.
when fired continuously. It does look a bit like an MP40 now I think about it.
With
Yeah.
like a slightly different...
Different
no, it's
barrel.
like someone's put the front part of an MP40 with the back part of an STG-44.
Yeah, and then made into an SMG.
Yes.
Right, next one is SN6.
Snicks.
Fully auto with the best accuracy in class. The first 3 rounds burst fire faster.
Where do you even hold the front of that?
Yeah, it's
It's
really
kind of like a
strange, isn't it?
taser. It's a taser with a freaking handle and a magazine.
That's a very strange looking gun.
Yes.
Right, the MP11.
Literally no barrel.
No, it doesn't look like
It's
there
like an
is.
SMLE.
MP11, no information about that.
Okay.
The
Does that come out in
SAC
2011?
Stop asking questions. I don't have enough time to do this. SAC3,
Okay.
no information.
No information.
AMR9, no information.
No information.
Right, now we move on to everyone's favourite, the sniper rifles. Yes. So the first one is called the Mors, M-O-R-S. It's
That
a
looks
bolt
quite
action railgun with the best handling in
Like
class.
Tau.
And now the thing about railguns is apparently they don't stop until they get stopped. So they go straight through things probably.
Sounding very much like a Tau railgun.
Yeah, so it might actually pierce people and go through, which is
Oh, is this
impressive.
one of the things you have to charge and hold
I'm not sure.
laser guns?
I'm not sure. It sounds like it could be a laser gun, but we don't have enough information yet.
I'm going to put a bet and say
The Lynx returns from Ghost, but no information about it.
didn't use
The
it.
NA45, no information.
Non-applicable.
And the Atlas 20mm,
Wow.
no information.
There wasn't Atlas something else?
Yeah, that's the evil company, I think, or the main company in the game.
Ah.
Right,
That's
next.
sort of like Hyperion for Borderlands.
I don't know Borden.
Oh.
Right, next is the shotguns. Starting
Yay,
off
shotguns!
with the TAC-19.
That's
It's a
quite fun.
directed energy pump action shotgun with the best mobility in class.
So it's another one you have to hold charge.
Yeah, it's an energy gun. And it's... I think it was used in the trailer. It's the one that shot energy
I
out.
haven't watched the trailer.
Right, well, it shoots like a pulse of energy.
Okay.
The S12. Do you remember the S12 from Black Ops 2?
I do, yes.
Yeah, that's back. And so is the Bulldog from Ghost.
Yes, I
With
remember
no
that.
information about those two.
Bulldog was funny because he really used changing the barrel.
Yeah, I liked that. That was my favourite shotgun, I think. Right, next is the heavy weapons.
There's heavy weapons? Well, what?
I am
don't you mean
heavy
like
weapons
machine
guy.
guns?
They're called heavy weapons now.
That's cool.
That's a cool change.
I like that.
Right,
Kind of
first
like
one
Doom.
is the EM1. It fires a constant beam of directed energy with the best damage in class. Requires no ammo, but requires a cooldown after prolonged use. So
This is kind of becoming
definitely
like Quake. I think they should just rename this game to Quake.
No, it's just a conglomeration of all these different games. It's really weird. Right, the XMG is the next one, and it's a Kimbo fully auto machine gun. The fire rate and accuracy can be improved if you put it into lockdown mode. So Chris has just orgasmed.
That looks so cool. It looks like something the Colonial Marines would use.
So it took 3 episodes, but we finally got Chris excited for something. Next
I
one.
have sex with that.
God. Next is the EPM3. I don't think I have a picture for it. It's the semi-auto plasma rifle, apparently.
Plasma rifle. Hey, more Tau stuff.
See, it's really working for Chris
No,
now.
sorry, it's pulse, not plasma. So Space Marine things. Yeah.
So this is now finally getting Chris excited. We knew weapons would be the interesting
Yes,
part, and it
yes,
apparently
yes.
is. And the next is Amelie, which
why I
I
like
think was in
Borderlands.
Ghosts.
Gun porn.
Yeah, so many guns. Amelie, which I think was in Ghosts, and it's a 5.56mm light machine gun.
That's actually something we know. A light machine gun.
That's all we know about it, though. And then finally, the PYTAEK.
Pytech.
Pytake, probably. But
Pytake.
no information about it. Right, now we go into the specials category.
Okie dokie.
So the famous crossbow returns.
Does it?
It does.
Nice.
We have no information about it. We don't know if we finally get the silent crossbow, which I've always wanted. Yeah. It would be so cool if you just shoot and kill rather than have to go... "Dit-dit-dit-dit-dit," pff. But the chances are probably be explosive again. And the heavy shield.
Yay, riot shields.
But this is slightly different,
Is it?
because I think you can hit it into the ground again.
No, so you can deploy it like
Yeah, I think you can deploy it.
tactical
But
shields.
it's interesting because the Exo Shield, which we'll explain later, is something else, and we'll get to that. Right, secondary weapons.
Okay.
There's two categories. There's pistols and there's launchers.
Okay.
Okay?
Sounds
So first one is the Atlas 45.
that looks quite fun.
It's a semi-auto pistol with the best handling in class.
Looks quite nice.
And it looks just like something in Titanfall.
You've said that, yes.
Yeah. Okay, the RW1 is a break-action railgun with the highest damage in class. So it looks like a revolver railgun, which
That
sounds
looks
amazing.
awesome.
But knowing Call of Duty, they usually aren't as cool as you hope.
I know, the cool gun style armor is cool.
Apart from the hammer, where you put the hammer down! Okay, the PDW.
That's a fairly standard.
This is the fully auto one. And it's got the highest fire rate in class, surprisingly. And then finally the MP443 Grash, which was the starter pistol in Extinction in Ghosts.
I haven't played 16.
Well, it's the starter pistol in that. Okay, then we get onto the launchers, which is the Stinger M7, which is player... This is interesting. Air or player lock-on.
Oh, that's pretty
So
cool.
you can lock on to people by the sounds of it,
Oh.
which could be really funny.
Master of the Anti-Ordnance is going to become Master of Anti-Human personnel.
It'll be master of everything.
Yes.
And then there's the MAWS, the MAAWS, and it's a free fire launcher with laser guided missiles.
I was about to say it's like an RPG, but no, it's not.
It's like the Valkyrie missiles, I think, in Black Ops, where you can aim it after you shoot. Okay. Now, that's all the weapons that we know of so far.
Yes.
So let's go on to attachments. Now,
Now, are these attachments for every single gun or for only certain guns?
It'll probably be for certain
You've
guns.
got
It'll be pick
pictures
and
of
choose.
these as well.
I've actually got pictures of these ones, so enjoy while I'm going through them.
Okay.
ACOG scope, basic zoom optic with reduced sway.
Yeah, I
We know what the
Everyone
ACOG
knows
scope
what the
is.
ACOG
Advanced rifling increases the range of your gun.
Yep.
Akimbo, dual wield weapon.
With everything?
No, probably not everything. Autofocus sight. Automatically focuses when aiming down a sight and immobile. So when you're not moving, it focuses very well, apparently.
Huh.
It looks quite cool. I'm probably going to use that a bit if I use it. Ballistic CPU. So I think this is the sniper thing in Ghost. I think Black Ops 2 had it as well. Reduced
yes.
sway while aiming down your
Yeah,
sight.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Dual magazine, we all know what that is.
It's got tape on it.
It's one of my favourite attachments in Call of Duty. Every other reload is faster. Okay.
I know what it does.
Foregrip, reduced recoil.
Yeah, know what that does.
Grenade launcher.
Know what that
It's
does.
an underslung grenade launcher.
It's a noob tube.
Noob tube back. Heat sink. Energy weapons can be fired longer before overheating.
Oh, that's useful.
Iron sights replaces the sniper scope with an iron sight.
Can it only do it with sniper scope?
Probably. Generally, everything else has an iron sight to begin with.
That's not true. One of the orgs came with specifically with that optic sight.
In Call of Duty, they took that out and gave it an iron sight. Right, next is the laser sight. Oh, it still increases hipfire accuracy.
Yep.
Lightweight grip, faster aiming down your sight.
Yep.
Lightweight stock, faster movement while aiming down your sight. The parabolic microphone, which I love saying. Suppressed fire appears on radar. Ooh, yeah.
Wait, so when
now-
someone shoots at you, it records that and
Yep.
you can...
If someone shoots silenced weapons, you can still hear it.
That's weird.
So now, stealth isn't exactly stealth anymore. You have to be very careful. Rapid fire.
No!
Increased fire rate with lower accuracy. The red dot sight. Precision sight with clear view.
I don't like it.
It's fine. Red dot sight's always fine.
No, it's fine, but I don't like that particular one.
No, neither do I. Scope. It's actually just called scope. It's the one for pistols. It's a longer range scope
right.
for pistols. Do you remember the Python in Black Ops 1?
Yes!
Yeah.
Got an
Scoping.
ACOG.
Put the scope in it and it becomes scopy.
Is it like Han Solo's pistol?
It did. Suppressor. Fire doesn't appear on enemy radar. That's
But
gunfire,
it's
not real.
rubbish if you've got a parabolic microphone.
See, you just love saying that word, don't you?
I don't actually, but...
Yes, you do. Tactical knife, faster melee attack. And that looks
That
vicious,
looks
by the
really
way.
weird. It's like
That's
an
got-
icicle.
That's going to hurt, though.
It's like an icicle with a
Goes
handle.
in and then spins through you. Yeah, that's going to hurt. Target enhancer.
Ice pick
Do you
lobotomy.
remember the target finder?
I do remember the target
Did
finder.
you love the target
Everybody
finder?
put it on like machine guns and was just...
Yeah, and it's back. It's now called the target enhancer, and here it is. It highlights enemies in red. I hoped they just got rid of it. It's not needed. Thermal scope looks better than it has been previously.
Yeah, it's quite
Shows
fun.
magnified heat signatures. The tracker. Damaging enemies, then reveals them on your radar.
But I don't want to damage them, I want to kill them.
So what this does is,
If
I
you-
think it replaces your rounds with tracker rounds. So if you start shooting someone, they get around the corner, your radar shows them for a few seconds after they get around the corner, so you can actually go and
Can
finish that
tracker
kill
stuff
off.
still hurt people? Or is it just
Yeah,
I
it's still,
shoot
it's
you
still
or tag you?
No, it still does damage, but it has the added effect. Variable red dot sight. It has a red dot sight, but it can be swapped with four times zoom.
Oh, okay.
And then the variable zoom scope, which has 3 levels of zoom. So the attachments are pretty standard, but there's a cool few changes in there.
Yeah.
Okay?
It's very standard.
So now we're going to perks.
Oh, there's pictures for perks too.
So we'll start with danger close.
That's what I'm doing
Increases
to you right now.
explosive and score streak damage. This is a general thing. We've had this for a while in Call of Duty.
Right.
Flak jacket. These are tier 1. I don't think I've said this yet.
What's the difference?
You know, there's always the 3
Okay.
slots. This is the first one. Now it's danger close. Now we've got flak jacket. Reduces explosive damage and slows from explosive damage. So it also resets grenade timers when you pick them up. So you can throw them back easy. Again, nothing special. Lightweight. Increased movement speed.
Yep.
Big surprise there. Low profile. Makes you invisible to UAVs and tracking rounds. Yeah? So it's previously only done UAVs. Now tracking rounds go into that category as well.
Yes.
And finally, overcharged. This is the new one for Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Extended battery life for Exo-Abilities and the Boost Slam, which I mentioned earlier, the aerial melee attack.
Yes.
That now also shocks enemies.
Wow! So if you don't kill, but I thought it one hit
I
kills
think if you
them
land
anyway.
next to them, it will shock them. Instead of, if you don't actually hit them directly,
Yeah.
you'll now get the shocking instead.
Ah,
Just
I
to,
thought you told me it was a one hit kill.
it is if you hit them, I think. But if you miss, you might get a shock. That's what it seems to be.
A snort in derision at you.
Blind Eye. This is tier 2. Makes you undetectable from drones and score streaks except UAV.
Everybody knows about that.
So it's continuing the, if you want to go stealth, you have to put everything you have into stealth.
Yeah. Oh yeah, obviously. Everything
Cold-blooded.
half-assed. Why is it a skeleton, scorpion?
It has been for a while.
Is it?
Yeah. Cold-blooded, because they're cold-blooded. Whatever. Hidden from enemy threat grenades, which I'll get to later. Thermal scopes and target enhancer attachments and call-outs, which are the, remember the enemy in the alleyway.
Oh yeah.
You don't get called out anymore. Name isn't displayed to enemies, and reticle does not change colour when targeted. Yep.
I want people to know my name when I kill them though.
Yeah, that's alright. If you kill them, they'll know. But if they're aiming at you and don't kill you, they won't know who you are. Fast hands, which looks really creepy. It's like Master Hand from Smash Bros. Swap weapons faster, use Exo-Abilities faster, and also use the Exo-Launcher faster. These, again, I'll explain later.
Okay.
It also allows you to reload while sprinting. So if you use the sprint to cancel your reload, consider not picking up fast hands. Gung Ho.
You said that wrong. Gun. Ho!
Gung Ho! Player can fire the weapon while sprinting, and can slide
Whoa, what?
and while sprinting or sliding, although it's much lower accuracy apparently. But I like the picture.
Just for
it looks
the hell
like
of
a
it.
shotgun thing.
Running, sprinting, running, sliding, shooting, ah!
And that's why it's called Gung Ho.
Yeah.
Peripherals.
Can you do?
This is new. This is a new one. This increases the radius of the mini-map,
Huh.
so you can see more of the map, I think. And it also prevents enemy death icons appearing if you kill someone. Yep.
Okay.
That was actually a perk in Ghosts, that you can see people, that they can't see the death icon if you kill them, but
Ah.
now it's incorporated in that new one. So that's pretty cool. It's a new thing.
So
I like
the
it when they
minimap's
add new
gonna be
things on it.
tiny.
No, it'll be normal size, but then this one will make it slightly bigger. Which could be helpful, you don't know. Right, tier 3. The Blast Suppressor. Exo movements no longer show you on the minimap. We'll get to that later.
I guess
I think that's boost jump and
Eh?
stuff.
But
Yeah.
so if you boost jump, you're visible on the map.
I think it blips you on the map. Yeah. I know, that's a bit scary, I have to say.
Just never leave the ground again.
But it's probably because if you imagine it'll be like to do the like boost jump, there'll be a jet sounding thing. So that's that. Hardline, we know what hardline is.
Yeah.
It requires the score streak requirements by. It lowers the score streak requirements by 100 points. Hardwired, it makes you immune to stun grenades, EMPs, nano swarms. Don't know what they are. I don't think that's even in the info guide.
No.
Ooh, interesting.
So that's
Scramblers
like a tactical mask.
and the system hack score streak.
No, what's a system hack?
We'll get to that if it's there, and if we don't, then I don't know about it yet.
Oh my god.
And Scavenger's back.
One of my favourites.
You get full ammo at spawn and resupply from dead enemies.
Yay.
And finally, toughness. Reduces your aim, flinch, and when you're hit.
Yeah.
So that's pretty standard.
Okay.
Okay, now we go into wild cards.
Wicked.
Do you remember them from Black Ops 2?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah, you called them Wicked Wanker cards. Yeah, of course you did. Okay, Bombardier.
Great beer.
Bombardier!
Great beer. He's dead.
Oh, it's so sad.
So
Poor
sad.
Rick now.
Poor Rick now.
Right, it means you can take an extra Exo-Launcher in your Exo-Ability slot. I'll explain what these are later, but just remember that for later.
Ooh. Is it like in Black Ops 2 in the campaign where you've got that little thing and you can fire the grenade?
Similar to that, yeah.
Why didn't they include that in multiplayer? What's up with that?
I don't know. I wish they did, because it was cool. I use that every time in the single player. Overkill. We know what that does. It's the old
Overkill.
take a primary and a secondary weapon slot.
Yep.
Perk 1 greed, 2 tier 1 perks.
Yep.
Perk 2 greed, 2 tier 2 perks. Perk 3 greed, 2 tier 3. That's a tongue twister. Primary gunfighter means you can take a third primary attachment.
Yeah, same.
Secondary gunfighter,
Yes,
an extra
yes.
secondary attachment. Tactician
That's new.
is the opposite of Bombardier, so you can take Exo-Ability in your Exo-Launcher slot.
Okay.
And then there's also Streaker, which I don't have a picture for. but
Is it
means you
getting naked and running through the battlefield?
can, Yes, it means you can run through
Yeah.
naked. No, it means you can take a fourth score streak.
Oh.
Naked will hopefully comes later in a patch.
Excellent. DLC.
Score
I'm
streaks.
thinking DLC. Girls
Ooh.
Gone Wild.
Oh,
Girls Gone
God.
Wild. Pack.
Okay, then it definitely won't.
Oh.
Right, score streaks are now in the Pick 13 system, as we've already explained.
Yes, they are.
And it means you can also have multiple score streaks with the same point requirement.
Yes.
So do you remember we used to have, like, Sentry and I think Care Package were the same amount of points? You can now have both of them if you want.
Oh, okay.
Yeah? Every score
Wait, so
streak...
when you get that amount of points, you get them both?
Yes.
Oh, makes sense.
Every score streak can be customised now at a separate cost and requires you to unlock those
You can
things.
customise schools.
We'll get to that. They all have special things. That's why this episode is going to take so long.
Yeah.
This is the bit that takes a while. And it's also, for the first time ever, co-op score streak.
But I have so many questions.
We'll have to do that at the end. Because
No.
co-op score streaks, two people can now join up on the score streak. So if one person earns a certain one and is co-op available, the other person can join in and act like the turret, for example. Yeah?
Oh, right, okay.
So that's quite good. It means we can go and crusade and link things up. So the known
Doesn't sound gay at all.
the known score streaks are
Ouch.
Paladin.
Oh my god, Omni Knight! Please say Omni Knight comes in and says righteous justice on people.
No. It costs 1,000 points to get. Well,
Sounds
you need
expensive.
1,000 points to get it. It's probably the most expensive
How do
one.
points work? How many did you get? How many did you
100
get?
for a kill, that's all.
Oh.
I think it's like that anyway. Right, it's a manually controlled weapon system aboard a gunship. Now, the upgrades you can have for this, for an extra... Alright, let me just explain. With these score streaks, remember I said you can upgrade them.
Yes.
That means if you choose that upgrade, you need, for example, another 200 points to get that score streak with that upgrade. So you're playing and you have a Paladin, which is 1,000 points usually. If you want the laser-guided rocket attachment,
You've got to get
or
like,
upgrade,
kills.
you need to get to 1,200 if you actually want your score streak. Yeah? So
Okay.
to get the better score streaks, you do actually still need to get more points.
Okay.
It's quite cool, it balances it out like that.
Yeah.
Yeah? So, when I say plus 200, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So that'll be, for example, another 2 kills. So, for Paladin, you can get laser-guided rocket, which adds laser-guided rockets. With the 105mm cannon, which is an extra 300 points, and it adds a powerful 105mm cannon. Wingman, which adds, you need another 300 points. It means the other person can join you on your kill streak, and they can use the MG turret.
Okay, well you work towards that, and then I'll come back.
And you'll just be like, hey, I'm in the turret.
I just fly along and that makes them work.
I don't know what happens to your body, though. That's something interesting. Right,
Your
the
body's a shield.
XS1 Goliath is the next kill streak.
Ooh,
It requires 800 normally,
It looks like a Titan.
and it's a bigger exoskeleton. So it's
It's a
a
Titan.
manually piloted suit of advanced armor with heavy weapons and can be self-destructed at any time. Just like a Titan. So the upgrades for this are Recon, which is an extra 100 points. It shows enemy exo movements and fired weapons on your HUD. Yeah, that sounds pretty strong. Trophy, which is 100 points extra. That's the inbuilt trophy system. So you last longer, obviously.
Yeah.
Homing rockets, which are also an extra 100 points. Shoulder-mounted rocket pack, which can be locked on and fired. Just like Titanfall.
Yeah.
Right, next kill streak is the Warbird, which sounds cool.
Sounds cool.
It's a remotely piloted aerial attack vehicle with miniguns.
It's like a Hornet.
And what they mean is it's a drone or a Hornet. Yeah. It's 800 points normally, but you can get the upgrades, which are rockets for an extra 300 points. Adds rockets to the Warbird.
Wow.
Aggressor, which is extra 300 as well, and it makes the Warbird AI controlled. So you don't have to do anything, which I'll probably do, because I can't be asked to carry it.
Or you can wait, get a couple more points, and then I can come along with you with Wingman and allow you to join
That's
with you
another
on the
300
MG
points.
turret.
Yep, on this one. You can also team up and have the second player join in. Alright?
Yes.
So next is Bombing Run, which I guess is a bombing. It's a
Like a lightning strike.
like a lightning strike. Call an airstrike to any point on the map, 700 points. For 400 extra points, you can get an additional bomber, so you can,
Have
I
two.
think, have another airstrike.
Oh, so you can have one going along that, or another going up on that.
I think so. Yeah. I don't know if it's even a line or if it's just one place to bomb, like mortars.
Or whatever.
Either way, there's flares for another 100 points, which means you get an extra chance to survive if someone knocks someone's going to shoot it down. Care packages, which is an extra 300 points. It drops a care package on the map.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't know how that works though, because it could drop it to your enemy, and they'll be like, "Oh, that's helpful."
Can I just ask, do you have to, if I want the care package, do I have to then subsequently get additional bomber and
No.
before?
These are in any order, I think.
Right.
So you can just go straight for Wingman on the other ones if you want.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pick and choose. Stealth for an extra 100 points. You're undetectable. It's undetectable by enemy radar.
Right.
Missile strike. We don't know much about, but we know it's 600 points to get it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The next one is the XS1. That's the second XS1. This one's the XS1 Vulcan, like Spock.
Yes.
Move wrong and
Death grip. Okay, so I'll say what
This
one
video
is.
would take too long if I did that. 600 points. It's a manually controlled burst of high-powered directed energy deployed from space, which sounds
Is it
so
space laser,
cool. It's
effectively?
massive space laser from
Excellent.
death.
Excellent.
For an extra 100 points, you can get it overcharged, which makes your beam wider. Light show. For an extra 200 points, 3 rotating lasers.
Gyrating and rotating
Doesn't
lasers.
this
And now it's
sound
sounding like
terrifying
it sounds
and
like
sexual?
a disco, a sexual disco.
It sounds like a sexually terrifying disco.
Extra burst.
Extra burst, 300 extra points, adds an extra burst. So if you can avoid the innuendo there, that could be quite a scary kill streak.
But no one's going to avoid the U.
It's definitely there. So remote turrets next, 600 points. Deployable, manually controlled, high-powered turret.
Oh my god, you can make it Colonial Marines class!
For an extra 100 points, you can get a rocket turret, it makes it a rocket launcher instead of an
So
MG.
if I did this, I'd say, I'll build that.
You could do.
Hey buddy, this is my turret.
Build it and they will come.
Yeah.
Directed energy, extra 100 points, replaces it with a laser instead of the MG. Rippable, 100 points, you can pick it up like Master Chief can in Halo 3. Sentry.
Oh, so you mean you walk around
Yeah,
with
you can
instead.
pick it up
It's
and
not
use
like,
it.
it's not like to pick it up, deploy it somewhere else.
No, you can pick it up and walk around with this thing in your hand. Sounds really scary.
You still have to shoot it, or does it shoot itself?
You have to shoot it, obviously. It takes over your hand, so you can't use anything. Right. Sentry, which makes it automatic, that's another 200 points. The 360 turret head, which means you can aim anywhere around,
360.
that's 100 points. Heavy resistance, an extra 100 points for more health. And support, now this, do you remember Modern Warfare 3?
I very much.
Do you remember Call of
unfortunately,
Duty
yes.
Ghosts?
Yeah, again, unfortunately, yes.
You can choose to have your score streaks as support. So even if you die, you keep your score. That
Oh,
you added
yeah,
up.
yeah,
So
yeah,
now,
yeah.
if you add an extra 600 points, this one can be used as support.
Actually, that was a good thing to have because the amount of time you kept dying.
Especially in Ghosts and Modern Warfare 3, where
Because you
all you
have-
do is die.
Because bullets are like made of
Made of
metal.
tanks.
Yeah. I have a question. Can you only have one of these upgrades, or can you have multiple?
I think you can have multiple.
Okay, cool.
But I think it obviously adds more and more and more.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah. We'll get to it when we get to the UAV. Then you'll be interested in the upgrades, because I'm interested.
Will I?
The UAV is all I need in this game, by the sounds of it.
Really?
System hack is 600 points, and we don't know what it does.
Okay.
Aerial assault drones, 550 points, we don't know what it does.
Right.
The orbital care package. because they can't get rid of the care package for some reason.
I believe that's a care package.
Yeah, it's always fun.
Especially people in the Middle East.
Or any old poverty-ridden country. 500 points. Oh wait, I guess you could drop in, what's that actor's name?
Sean Penn.
Yeah, Sean Penn can drop himself into... Okay, orbital care package, 500
People
points. Care package from orbit with random score streak, including the match streak. So just like in Ghost.
Wow, okay.
So double tap for 200 extra points, you can re-roll.
Mm-hmm.
Better odds for 200 points. Increased odds of a better kill streak, score streak. And support for another 600 points. Points are kept on death.
Good.
Aerial recon drone. This is for 400 points. And is expected to act like Modern Warfare 3, where it goes and marks enemies for your team.
I didn't use it.
Well, that's what it does. You can fly it around and
Ain't got a clue, mate.
highlight things.
Ain't got a clue.
And now we get to the most interesting part, for me anyway. This is UAV.
I kind of like that Goliath.
Yeah, you will do. Yeah.
Exciting.
I'm just saying, personally, the UAV is the interesting part for me.
Why don't we get
They've got rid of
score streak that's a
SATCOMs.
tank?
They've got rid of SATCOMs, thank God.
Good.
And they've brought back the good old UAV.
Oh, thank you.
It's an unmanned aerial vehicle that shows enemies on the map, as we know.
Yes.
Right, for an extra 150 points, you get more points for every kill that happens as a result of the
That's
assist.
quite good.
For 200 extra points, you can get Scrambler, which scrambles the enemy
So it
radar
becomes
and
a
makes it
counter
counter
UAV as
UAV.
well as a UAV.
Yep.
That's fun.
For an extra 100 points, it increases the length it's there for. For
Can still
another
be shot
100
down.
points, yeah, it can still be shot down. Increases the refresh rate. You know how it every now and then will update the map. It increases the
I thought it
number
was
of
always
times.
live.
No, it's not live. It
Ah.
periodic. Now that increases the speed of that. Enemy direction. For 200 extra point, shows blackbird-like arrows, where it shows what direction they're looking.
That was live. That was a live. Always
That
a
was live,
feed.
yeah.
Okay.
But they might not be in this.
Okay.
Threat detection for an extra 300 points. You can see enemies through walls for 10 seconds. I don't know what that means. I assume on the screen it will highlight enemies through walls.
That's weird.
Don't know. Orbital for 300 points cannot be shot down.
Oof.
So you can
Damn.
make your own
Only
Blackbird.
300 points to do that.
Yeah, but think about it. I think it's 30 seconds or something UAV. And you need 700 score streak points to get it, just so it doesn't get shut down. So you have to think, is it worth it?
But
An
how many
extra
points is it to get anyway, standardly?
400. So you need
400.
700 points just for it to do
So
the exact same
say
thing but
it's
not be
4
shut down.
kills.
No, it'll be 7 kills if you don't want it shut down.
That would be yeah.
And then support for another 300 points. Points are kept on death. Yeah?
I just might as well get that for all of them. Really.
Yeah, you can
We'll
go
just keep
support.
on-
You can go full support if you want. Right, finally,
never last that long.
finally we are getting to the Exo-Abilities and Exo-Launcher. So Exo-Abilities in the PIC 13 system are, well, pretty much they improve your exoskeleton. Okay?
Okay.
Exo Shield is a quick deploy shield attached to your exoskeleton's arm. So that's why when I was saying earlier how it how the heavy shield's different to this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Can you get them both at the same time?
I believe so.
I
Yeah.
imagine walking around with 2 shields.
Do nothing, but just walk around. Yeah.
Have one on your back, one on the
I
front.
don't see why not. It doesn't say you can't. Exo Overclock increases your foot speed. I think I actually have
Run
pictures
faster.
for these as well. So there it is. Exo Stim, which increases your health regeneration beyond normal levels.
No?
Exo Cloak, which makes you slightly invisible
I don't know if
for
I like
short
that.
times.
I don't know if I like that.
It's probably not going to be properly invisible, but Exo Hover, which allows you to hover in place for a short time.
Could be quite fun.
Don't know why you'd want it, but if you do,
Why
it's
not?
there. Exo Ping,
Does that mean you get lag? You're in lag fields.
yes, extra ping.
Okay.
No, it shows enemy movement and weapon fire in your HUD. And the Exo Trophy system, which I think just follows you around in your suit and destroys any grenades or rockets coming at you for a short period of time.
Oh.
Right, and then finally is Exo-Launcher, which is just replacing your normal grenades and stuff.
Okay.
Right? So there is Semtex. Semtex is back, as it usually is. And we all know what it is. It's just a timed sticky explosive, right?
Yep.
The tracking drone. It goes around and tracks and highlights enemy players.
Okay, like from Modern Warfare 3.
Yes.
Perk.
The one you didn't know.
Be
Yeah.
careful. Kill free
Stun grenade. It blinds, disorientates, and slows enemies, and you can manually detonate it.
Yeah.
So you can throw it and blow up in mid-air, I assume, like C4.
Okay.
But I think now everything is manually detonatable. There's the frag. The frag's back.
Yay.
It's a cookable frag grenade. They're not manually destroyable or detonatable.
They're on the timer.
So C4 is gone. It's not just been replaced by frags. You can blow up whenever you want. The explosive drone.
Yeah, sounds fine.
It's a proximity-triggered drone that tracks enemies and explodes when it gets near them.
Looks like a stun grenade.
The
electro.
like a
EMP
shot grenade sort of
thing.
thing. Threat grenade. It shows enemies through walls, and you can manually detonate it. EMP grenade. You know what an EMP grenade does. It disables enemy equipment and exo movements now.
Oh, so you can stun.
So you can stop them from exo jumping or slam punching or whatever. They can still move. Yeah. Smoke grenade.
That's what it says.
I'm going to give you points if you can guess what that is.
Does it make smoke?
Yes. Well done. 1 point for you.
Thank you.
And it can be manually detonated.
So the count of that would be the nicotine grenade.
Yeah. Any type counts. That took a bad turn. Variable grenade. This one's interesting because you can choose between stun, EMP, threat, and smoke.
Huh.
And it can't be manually detonated. So you can take this, you can have whatever you want, but it obviously won't be as good as the real ones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah? And then finally, spike drone. It's a lethal drone that returns on command. So I assume you can throw it and it will kill someone and it comes back to you.
Like a boomerang.
Like a boomerang. A deadly, deadly boomerang. Now that's it.
That's
So
it.
do you have any questions, Mr. Audience?
Well, I probably did at the point we were talking about it, but now we've moved on. I've forgotten. Oh no, I have a question.
Good.
Will it be coming to Xbox 360?
Yes.
Oh, hurrah.
The 360 and PS3 versions are developed by High Moon Studios, which are the people who made Deadpool.
Yeah.
So they will be coming to old gen.
Yay.
And there we go. That's another year of Infoguides.
How many DLCs can we expect?
4.
Ah,
That's usually what they do now.
Is there any kind of little mini game thing like
There is.
Extinction or Zombie?
There is, but
Where was it?
this is the multiplayer Infoguide. This isn't a... I've never talked about the zombies in Black Ops 2, did I?
Yeah, you have.
No,
You have.
I
You
did not.
mentioned. I swear.
I might have brought them up, but this time there's so much to talk about in terms of virtual lobbies, firing ranges. Yeah, there's a wave-based thing which they've shown, which looks a kind of... In Modern Warfare 3, they had that wave after wave
Oh,
thing.
the Spec Ops thing.
Yeah, it was like that, but they did seem to show a zombie. So, no one knows what that's about. It's not Treyarch, so it might not be real zombies, but there you go.
Well,
That's
there
interesting.
We go.
So that comes out on the 4th or the 3rd if you pre-ordered it. And enjoy.
Enjoy.
SATCOM spotted. SATCOM ready. Guard dog KIA. SATCOM uplink enabled. We're winning this fight! SATCOM ready. SATCOM uplink enabled. Guard dog ready. Guard dog killed in action. Enemy controlled Oracle. Watch your 6.
Who's got?
Nice work, Ghosts.
Okay.
Well done.
That's fair enough. I thought I played with you before. Even on Xbox. Yeah, I think I played with you.